welcome to Chapter 12, Lesson 7. Today we're going to be talking about three-dimensional figures, also known as 3D figures. Right? That's probably more commonly what you hear them called, 3D figures, but the short or the long version is three-dimensional. A three-dimensional figure has length and width like a normal flat drawing on your paper. But the difference is it has a height as well. Okay, so all the flat surfaces are called faces. So if we were looking at this shape here, we would see one face on top, front, bottom, and back. And then we would see two faces, one on each side. So that would make a total of 6 faces on this shape, this 3D figure. A vertex is a point where 3 or more faces meet. 1, 2, 3 or more faces meet. And then an edge is the line. So these are edges. And then the points are the vertex. Or if there's more than one, it's called a vertice. If we said it, we would say how many vertices are there. So we've got 8 vertices and how many edges? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 edges. That's quite a few. Okay, so let's get started here. Describe the faces, edges, and vertices of the figure outlined on the luggage bag. I guess I shouldn't have cut that off when I was taking a picture of it. Then identify the shape of the figure. Okay, so how many faces does this bag have? So we have the front, we have the back, side, side, bottom, top. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Has six faces. That's the flat sides, right? The flat pieces are faces. How many edges do we have here? I'm going to do edges in blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I got 10, 11, 12. I think I'm counting 12. Are you guys counting 12? 12 edges. 12 edges, okay? And then vertices, right? Vertex is 1. Vertices is more than 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices. Okay, so this says next, prisms are three-dimensional figures. A prism has at least 3 faces that are rectangles. The top and bottom faces are called the bases, and they are congruent parallel polygons. Okay, so what that means is I could have like a triangular prism that would look like this, kind of, right? I'm doing my best here, you guys. The dotted lines are the ones that you can't see. Okay, so this would be a triangular prism. It's got 3 rectangles. One as a base, and then one as a back side back there. Okay, and this second part where it says the top and bottom faces are called bases, that would be this triangle here. That's why it's called triangular prism. We got a triangle base here, and then this triangle base would be at the top of the prism. And those are congruent and parallel polygons. So we could have a square prism, right? If the bases were squares. We could have a hexagonal prism if the bases were hexagon shape. Okay, we could have many different shapes, but they're going to be the same thing because the sides are rectangles. Okay, the figure above is a rectangular, right? The base is here, base, and then the base down here. Those are rectangles. So it's called a rectangular prism. The bases are congruent rectangles. The regular prism has 6 rectangular faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices, which luckily that's what we counted. I guess Mrs. Hammer can count. All right, let's go to the next one. So here we have rectangular prism. Has 6 rectangular faces, 12 edges, 8 vertices. Okay, rectangular prism. Because this side and this side are the bases, and they're rectangles. Triangular prism, that's why I drew on the other page, triangle, triangle. has 5 faces, 9 edges, 6 vertices. And then one that has all squares is called a cube. It has 6 square faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. Cube is also called a square prism. Called a square prism, or you could just call it a cube. Right? It's kind of one of those special ones where they're all the same. It's like a dice. All right. So describe the faces, edges, vertices in 3-dimensional figure, then identify it. This figure has how many faces? Let's see. 1, 2, 1 in the back, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 faces, right? Our 2 bases, and then the 3 rectangles are on the outside. The blank bases, triangular. The triangular bases are congruent and parallel. The other faces are rectangles. Okay, how many edges are there? Let's do edges in green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 edges. The edges that form the vertical sides of the rectangles are parallel and congruent. Okay, this figure has how many vertices? Let's do those yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vertices. This figure is a triangular prism. Okay, what's the difference between a triangular and a rectangular prism? Rectangular prism is the bases are rectangles, right? And this is going to have 4 rectangles around the outside. And this one, the bases are triangles. There we go. All right, and that is all that I have for you for today. So make sure you let me know if you have any questions, and I'm always happy to help. We'll talk to you later. Bye.